Jerome, can you talk a little bit about property management, please, and what options? A little bit more information about that for Dalia.
Well, when you talk about property management, that's a chapter all by itself too, because again, either you're going to manage the property yourself, or if you can afford to have somebody else manage that property. Okay, and because again, when you hire a management company or managers who have experience, they see things that you might not see or you have not learned yet. But again, now we're talking about a trust factor again, because they're making decisions for you on your bottom line again. But again, a good property manager is never going to take a property unless he has that authority, because of the liability. Okay, if I'm managing your property, I got to have the authority to replace or fix what need done to up to a dollar amount. Because when I find a tenant for your property, I'm writing the contract. When they go to sue, they're not suing you; they're suing me. So it really opens new chapters. You know, I guess what I'm telling you, Delia, is, you know, if you get one property with just a couple of tenants, I would say do that slowly before you move up to any other ones, so you start learning the challenges that comes with property management, or just a couple properties. But I would just say, I back up repeating, do a good background on that tenant. And I'll go as far as to say what I've done in the past. I would take the application for the rental to their house, because I want to see how they keep their house. Again, because if you learn a lot about that person is when you go to their house. You go in there and say, hey, I got this application for you. By the way, can I use your bathroom? Okay, I mean, just that, because again, it's not easy. It's challenging. Yeah, and again, when somebody in there, you thinking they're going to pay you rent, everything's going to go good. You have some that does that, pay rent on time, perfect, keeps the perfect house, and some who don't pay your rent on time. They tear up your house. You know, you want to know when you talk about property manager, you got to make sure that contract says how many people is it going to be in that property, and you got to know the right laws. Some things you can require, so you can say not. You may not can say you may in a property, you might not say you can't have so many people, but you as the owner, if across the board you say, I rent per person. For 2 people in my unit, it costs $500. For 3 people, it costs $1,500. As long as you cross the board, you can do that. So you got to understand that too. That way, you don't rent the property thinking 2 people are going to move in. You come back, you get six or seven people in the house. So it's challenging.
But it sounds like it could be rewarding too. I mean, I understand it's always going to be, anything you want is going to have challenges with it, but there's something to be said for creating passive income for yourself and for your family too, by helping other people.
Absolutely, it is. And I understand, but it's just and proceed when you proceed. Just with low caution. That's what I'm trying to say. When you say you're going to say do the background, do the investigation, then I have a tenant that been in one of my properties over 20 years. You know what I mean? And I can't tell you what's the last year I've been to that property. They mail me my money and it's no problem. You know what I'm saying? But I've had them others on the way, and truthfully, you'll learn as you go along. But yeah, like I say, I got to pretend they pay me every month, no problem. They barely call me. Hey, but again, when there's a problem, I try to take care of where I don't have to go back. Sometimes when you'll get some repair people says, I can do a temporary fix. Temporary fix is not if you can't afford it, that's not what you want. If you have a leak, you want it permanently fixed, so you don't have to fix it. Or sometimes I to give one example, I had a repair guy that used to fix a leak on a faucet for me in the kitchen. And every 6 months, that little rubber washer would break. And he would come here, change it, he'd charge me, back then, 20, $30. Then one day I ran to the store to get him that washer because I knew that's what he was gonna need. And I realized the whole faucet didn't cost about $50. He never told me, change the faucet and you'll save a lot of money. So you learn as you go on. But like I said, you're 100% right, Scott. Once you understand how to do it, and once you understand how to meet people, it is rewarding because again, it does pay for itself.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I feel like we're winding down. Oh, you have a question, Dalia?
Yes, I have one last
Sure.
question or even observation. I meant to say this prior. I do own a property that has it's a commercial building, and I rent suites, so I have many tenants in there. Um, and I've seen that when you build a good relationship with your tenant, things go smoothly. You know, that relationship will start off with respect. You know, I'm respecting the tenant, and they in return show me the same respect in all areas. So I think that having a good relationship with your tenant as you do your due diligence and who you rent into, you know, you will have a smoother journey as a landlord with the tenants. And I heard Jerome said that he has someone in one of his property for over 20 years. That is a relationship has been established here. That they don't have to call, he don't have to call and complain or you know, take care of the property. You don't have to go there all the time. So I think that having that relationship with the tenant makes a huge difference.
Indeed.
You
Definitely.
stay compliant with what you have to do, and they will comply with what they have to do by paying their rent and maintaining the area that they are renting.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to thank you guys for the real estate talk for sure. This time of year, I just wanted to segue a little bit before we go on some of the gardening. That's one of the things I was doing earlier today was kind of preparing my garden. And I've been told that both of you have some gardening interest. Have you guys started doing anything in your gardens yet this year?
As for me and gardening, I mean, I got a smile on my face. I don't have a green thumb, and Matthew's trying to encourage me in starting a garden. So that's something that I start doing together with Matthew and how to start gardening.
Okay. Oh, you like it on the other end with the cooking. I see you. What
Yeah,
about you,
mine's
Jerome? What about you, Jerome? Are you doing anything with your garden yet?
I'm like, I don't have a green thumb. I'm starting a class that starts this week that's going to teach me how to garden. And go from there. I definitely want to. I'm a 5-month vegan right now, so I got the joy for fresh vegetables and stuff. So now I'm trying to get me a garden, but I'm challenged with. I mean, I have problems growing tomatoes. So, but anyway, this class that I've signed up for, I think it starts orientations this week, and I'm looking forward to learning how to garden.
Okay. So I'm a little ahead of you guys on that front, but I've been just enjoying just the experimentation. Well, since we're not on the gardening tip, I will say with the cooking tip, I've heard nothing but good things about your cooking, Miss Dalia. I'm looking forward to next time I come to Youngstown. Jerome, you don't have to wait as long as I did because we wanted to provide you with a gift certificate so that you could come over and have a meal on us at Miss Dalia's kitchen. And she does have vegan options. Can you tell a little bit about what you have that a vegan or vegetarian would enjoy, please?
Absolutely. I have the curry potato, in which you would not miss the curry chicken because it's full of flavor. I have steamed okra and cabbage. I have the steamed cabbage and carrots. I also have plantain. I have peas and rice, brown rice, white rice. And I could create some other things because I'm looking for more fresh vegetable where I can do a stir fry of vegetable, different vegetable, and like cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, string beans, and also saute spinach. So I'm expanding the vegan choice.
Oh, that's exciting. And I've heard nothing but good things about those curry potatoes.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to trying it. I definitely am.
Yes. You got to tell us how you like it once we get a chance to. But Miss Dalia, you're talking a little bit about what you're cooking. as a gardener myself, and for any potential gardeners that are listening, we want to see what ingredients are you looking for. So if someone can, can go out there and plant, for instance, green beans in abundance, so that you can have someone local to buy from, what should people be planting right now for you?
Well, I would love some fresh okras, the green beans, um, broccoli, cabbage, um, peppers. It's a must.
Like green pepper,
Sauteed
bell pepper, or like what kind of pepper?
bell peppers, and the cash bonnet pepper. I can't find that much here, so those things will go a long way and will do me really good because I rather have them fresh than have to go and buy them while them sitting.
Right. Okay. That is I think that's a doable thing, because I'm just trying to get some peppers planted. Not that you can use mine, a little bit farther to come, but I know there's going to be some local folks out there that'll hear this and put some stuff in the ground. So hopefully we can make some connections. Thank you guys, both of you, for your time today and for sharing this information and speaking with me. I really do appreciate it. And I really appreciate all the things you said and all the things that you did today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Jerome. And we'll get that gift certificate over to you so you can tell me about all this good food that I'm missing.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you both. Have a good one.